Welcome, folks, to Kaku, Ancient Seal. It's definitely got some vibes going. Some vibes I'm gonna jive with. Gonna jive with these vibes. So let's begin. Instant hard mode. We could. Normal. Normal for now. Old man. He does old man things. Like get trampled. We caught whatever the pink floppy-eared thing is. Giant big thing did not appreciate that. The big thing is like 90% face. Mushrooms can be cooked into mushroom rolls. Stamina. If I had one piece of feedback, I could use a drop shadow. Not saying I can't read that, but it's more complicated than it needs to be. A drop shadow would make them a little more legible. Volume leveling seems all over the place. Okay, here we go. Arm blade. Stick. I was not ready to skip that. Tab is to lock. Shifting is dodge. Control is sprint. Jump. Basic combo. No abilities to speak of. Whoop. Oh, we do have double jump? We do. We already start with an impressive array of abilities. Tease. Ah! That's actually a pretty good quality of life. Fire.
Woo. Kuka.
Cooking.
Kulaka uka ululuka. Kulaka ula ukala. Luka. Alaka. Kuka.
Ulaka ulau. Uilala.
Ah, kuka kaku.
Some more pigs.
Ulaka.
Alaka. Kuka.
Right, shift. Shift dodge. Yes. Uh-oh. The pot is broken.
Hookah.
I will say, this particular English translation is... It feels... It feels like it is machine translated. Which I cannot necessarily blame the dev for that. As it's not their native language. But as with other games I've played, it definitely feels very awkward whenever we stumble across a machine translated game.
Kaku.
These are apparently quite problematic. Combat doesn't seem too complicated. At least at this moment in time. We are getting a lot of materials and healing items, though. those guys are down. Some wood and pot pieces. Interesting. Combat doesn't seem terribly overly complicated. At least not yet. This is definitely action-adventure and not complicated Souls-like. And the game looks pretty good, too. I doubt anyone could disagree with that.
Ka?
These guys might be a bit more complicated. Now they're both coming at me. Oh, they weren't too bad. They weren't bad at all. Okay, you have to interact with it. You can't just smack it open. Escape to enter the menu. Yeah, interesting. Better, and it does show up on the character in runestones if we had them. Okay, so that's what those are. Air dash. Bees. Gosh, we have so many items.
Hehe.
Come on, old man.
Okay.
Huh.
Ah. Let's make all of them. Oh, we can only carry so many? Boo, that's disappointing. Okay, and there's also weapons and things. Cool. What now, old man?
Ka?
Okay.
Ka?
It's a slingshot.
Okay.
R to aim. Oh, goodness.
아,
Imbalance of the elements.
오,
Okay. Okay.
어? 가쿠,
The beehive. Oh god. Bees hurt. Interesting. So we have both aim and otherwise. We also have a quick aim ability. Yes. Look at all those cracks in the world over there. Well, that was unfortunate. Not what I wanted to do. Bees. These nasty things.
가쿠,
The bees are dead. Oh, the boars are dead. The bees, however, are still active. Oh, not anymore. A bunch of materials. I mean, we could go back. Or we could continue to go forward and collect things. No, tell him what lies ahead. Other than materials. This definitely plays like any late mid-2000s action-adventure game. That is most definitely death over there. Come on, old man. Tell us a thing or two.
Oh?
Crafting table.
Cool.
Pumpkins. And spiky flowers. Interesting. Yep. And we only have 7, and for 7 of those.
Woo.
Infinite and regular stones. Ow. There we go. It's a lot more complicated than it should have been.
Oh.
Old man. The old man has gone on ahead. Old man has gone on ahead. Problematically far ahead. Go. Verdantor, poison. I'm attempting to dodge. That is, in fact, a poison. Okay, that is, in fact, poison. So we kind of have to get poison. At least the game's made it plainly obvious. At least it made it plainly obvious. There's that. We're gonna need poison for that one. Ow. Dodging with that is a lot harder than it should be. What else did we find? Better weapon? Yeah, it's a straight up better weapon. I mean, I'll take the upgrade. But my word, was that more complicated than it needed to be. Oh, bugger all. That was just extremely rude. The non-differentiation between normal and death water. I mean, how was I supposed to know that? I didn't go that far. I'm not convinced that that was a proper death zone. Pig can fly. We do in fact have a ranged attack. That's what I thought. Secret? Secret. You can't hide that from me. Just ore and wood. Items we don't know what we have a use for. Sneaky. Oh, the boar's there. And people. Oh, that sounded like the piglet. Oh. Pom-pom. Ancient mural, eh? I'll be with you in a minute, man. And a better shield. Oh, that's just the arm blade. Make the most of our gear. By crafting what we can. All right, old man. Tell us a tale. The energy stones.
Kaku.
Wind and water have already been placed.
Cook. Bara adadauka.
Uka. Uka kakuga kakau.
We don't really have an answer for that.
퐁퐁가. 가우글루카? 우가? 울어봐 우가?
Uka uka.
Helens, hey. Ah, oh, gonna teach me about ranged combat now. Didn't even have to engage him in physical combat. Well, old man? The souls of 4 elementals in a hidden place. Okay, old man. We'll do all the hard work. We will do all the hard work. Yes, we will do all the hard work. That looks like probably instant death. Well, there's probably no probably about it. That is instant death. But honestly, it looks like you could go down there. One missing piece. I mean, that's very clearly an elemental puzzle. But we don't have that missing piece. Ah. There we go. Control to run, yes. I should probably rebind those because that feels wrong. Settings. Controls. Sprint. There we go. And it does in fact update. Excellent. It's decently well programmed then. You'd be surprised the number of games that don't allow you, either allow you to do that or update.
Hehe.
The yellow energy stone. Yes, that feels so much better. Having sprint on shift and dodge on control, that feels so much better. Ooh, it's dark in here. Ooh. Yeah, that looked like level because that is level. Interesting. I mean, I'm not entirely surprised, but
Ka?
why would it do that? Yes, they do look suspicious.
Oh,
They are in fact poison. Oh god, those things are huge.
ooh. Eh?
What is that flower here for? Oh, flowers that can dispel the poison. That is cool. I suppose that makes sense. Stupid teleporting chest again. Are you done with your teleporting? No. Of course not. Although this looks like its last location. Still not sure what the ore or the wood is for.
Kaku.
Got the loot. Zoom. Zoom, zoom, fool. Zoom, zoom, old man. Idie the fool. We have so many healing items, it is ridiculous. Oh? So that's what they meant. All sorts of abilities that are locked. Install the stones.
Alaka, kakuka. Oh,
Tempo.
oh.
Ah, silly pig. What are you? You look like an elemental golem of some kind. golems. Ooh. What's up here? Ooh, better slingshot. Huh. Interesting. We can see down there. Ooh. Ah, I grabbed all the stuff that was up here. How unusual. How bizarre. It's a shame a child cannot swim. I think it would be quite handy to be able to do that. It's a shame they don't actually drop anything, but... No, I don't think we can make that. The game looks very good. Not only is everything stylized, the level of detail is still pretty good.
Kaku!
A steal, you say, child. This has definitely seen better days. Ah, ore plus crystal. Increase your mastery level. Ah, upgrades. That's what the ore is for. And what are you about? Oh, for learning abilities. The other thing ore is for. Oh, sacred stones. I've been picking those up, apparently. Multi-slash. Let's see. Ooh. These must be the boss abilities. So that's left, 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 and right. Oh! There we go. That'll be good. And now enemies are gonna drop the Divine Stone. There we go. Now they're dropping things. Now we have reasons to kill enemies. Other than we want to. He can't even hit us. He can't even get around the corner. What a fool. I'm always prepared, child. What's in here? More pellets and other items. Oh, that is several of them. Slingshot's just too powerful. The slingshot is just way too strong. There's just no way around it. It's just way too strong. I mean, we could go down there, but there's no real point in it. Definitely abandoned. Abandoned and fallen into many forms of disrepair. Huh, so we can do a running air jump too. That's actually pretty good to know. That's actually pretty interesting to know. Can't go through there, though. And that's just a wall. Disappointing. Whoa! Alright, what's the inventory like? 95 sacred stones. Not bad. I wouldn't say there's anything extraordinary out here. I'm slightly disappointed in the invisible walls at the moment.
Huh?
Just slightly. Ooh.
Huh? Kaukuluka? Kukalui kuuka, pomponka.
Kaku lau.
Probably the piglet. Boss time. Ooh, this is gonna be good. Boss time, yes. Oh, wow. That was very strong. I was not in there. The saga's triumph. But the old man has not.
Kuka lui kuruka. Pomponka.
Kumbunka, kumba, hallelujah.
Kakuula. Lau.
I was gonna say, that feels like a spot you end the demo at. You should have gotten a decent taste of the combat and everything. I mean, yeah, we didn't check out the abilities or anything, but, you know. That's how it is.
Hallelujah. Saga Hunabunka.
Kukuka wuka.
Kumbunka, kumba, hallelujah.
Sakakuka.
Without words.
Wow.
The War of the Gods. And our tattoos begin to glow.
Kabibu, kabuka.
Did the accent, and the corruption in? Oh, the old man.
Hallelujah.
Oh boy. CPU intensive. I'm not even sure why. Guardian. Didn't seem that effective in the initial ones. I guess yeah. Old man. Guardian.
Kakuka wuka. Huh?
Baggy's mind. I am. That big inscription when it's on screen, that seems to cause a lot of GPU ramp. That's just kind of weird.
Oh. Bitty, bitty. Huh? Bitty.
Ah, now we can cross water. That's cool. That's actually extremely useful. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Interesting. Haha. Disguise ourselves as pig.
Kaku.
That was the only way to get in here. All these particle effects. Unlock the 4 temples. Looks like it is. Haha!
Oh. Bitty.
Deadly traps and dumb stones.
Bitty. Kaku.
But we need the ruins key in order to do anything. Increase our crafting level. Ah! Hold more things. Definitely more of these. That's the current limit. And pellets as well. Although that seems like less of a concern. Oh, never mind. Poison pellets. Those are in fact actual poison. Have uses in combat. That's definitely something we want. Don't have enough sacred stones for that. Or enough for that. Alright, Piggy. Take us back. The disappearance of the 4 elemental souls.
え
Ah, rune stones. Ah, and that's where the demo ends. I must admit, I was just getting into that, and that is, despite the very poor machine translation, which is an unfortunate thing, it's actually pretty good. I can see why it has an 88% positive rating on Steam. Out of 1,500 reviews, this is a very positive, well-reviewed game. You know, other than the not-so-great English translation, it's definitely pretty good. And for $25, I think that's worth every penny. You know. Is this the devs only game? I don't think so. No, they have a VR only game, which is interesting. They just released in September. They released an update. Which is a more powerful boss fight. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'd say the only thing I would say, if I had any feedback to give, the boss he wasn't particularly hard, but I had a lot of good healing items. Lots of healing items. Plus the dodge seems actually very good. And despite the fact the enemy laid out his danger zone, if he was doing a diagonal slash and it just wasn't going to hit you, it didn't hit you. So it has some good hitboxes. Dodging seems a little weird at times, but you can dodge. You do have some iframes when dodging. Honestly, I'd say it's pretty good. I would say it's pretty good. Wow. Interesting towards things. Got all our pig abilities and things. Ah, we do have a rune stone. And it seems to have pretty decent type of upgrades that you can find. It's an action adventure game. Honestly, and it's got some pretty good and interesting varied abilities. And we just unlocked this pig ability. It's basically the four elements are out of alignment. The elemental spirits or souls are gone. We have to venture to the four floating continents. This guy was our first boss. He wasn't particularly bad or hard. There's a slingshot with 3 different types of elemental damages you can deal. Statuses you can deal with them. Set enemies on fire with fire, paralyze them with lightning, poison them with poison. I wonder how much exploring we can do. And the game looks pretty good too. Nope. That was definitely not the way to go. And it seems very forgiving with its checkpoints. Not so much for the random places you can go. I've encountered a lot of invisible walls so far, but it seems pretty interesting. And for $25, I'd say it currently seems like it is worth... I'd say it's worth it. The game looks very good. On my system, it's playing very good, but that's not entirely surprising. I don't know if they they grant new moves. I don't think so. Because what abilities we have... Let's go to the leveling realm and I can show you. I don't think the elements themselves grant new moves. Because all of our moves are, in fact... Where are they? Over here, the abilities. All of our abilities are... Oh no, they're not in there. They might be. Where did I get that ability? Oh, yeah, they might actually, because Flame Fury, Stonecutter, Cluster Burst, they might. They very much might. But it's got a pretty wide open skill tree. Looks like each of your 3D basic attacks, weapon types are Club, Arm Blade, and Slingshot has a decent number of specific moves associated with, and what has it done? Why have you suddenly... What have you done? It has frozen. It appears I accidentally froze the game. I suppose that's fine. That was not an issue. So it was running well until we just froze it. But yeah, seems like it's pretty good. It's not gonna be the most complicated thing, but it feels in line with what... let's see... What's a good action-adventure game from the mid-2000s, early 2010s? It's definitely got a good aesthetic to it. And other than the fact we somehow crashed the silly thing, which I'm still not sure how, yeah, it definitely seems very good. Other than we crashed it somehow. Yeah, it seems pretty good. I'd say it's in line. It's got a decently complicated level of combat because it has dodges and run and the ability to sprint. And like I said, the upgrade system seems pretty interesting and straightforward. You have like 5 different colored gems you combine with a variety of things for small upgrades and things like that. Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. Jak and Daxter. probably very in line with like Jak and Daxter. The original, not necessarily Jak 2. Yeah, definitely not Jak 2 because there's no vehicles. But yeah, definitely in line with the original Jak and Daxter. Well, the jumping felt very good and fluid. Exploration, it was a little confined because it was the starting zone. There were definitely places where it's like, I could go there, but they have an invisible wall there. But it, so far in what was there, it felt pretty good. $25 is not a terrible price. I will say, you're not gonna play this for the story. Like several of the Chinese games I've played in the past, the story is machine translated. It's not the worst machine translation, but it is definitely machine translated from Chinese. It's original Chinese. So you're not gonna play it strictly for the story, but it's there, and it's not terrible, so I think they ran it through a editing pass, but clearly not someone who's a native English speaker or has a decent level of English as a second language. But it still looked and felt very good. Yeah, it definitely played very good. It ran, for me, at a solid 60 frames on high. I'll see if I can't get the game back. There we go. Come on, bring it back. I'm not sure what crashed it, but it definitely crashed and crashed hard. It's an Unreal game, so it's definitely... It definitely looks good. This much is certain. There we go. Back into the world. Yeah, it definitely looks good. Plays pretty good. Other than the fact I somehow crashed it. And you have all your standard exploration tools, including... Maybe I'll get to show it off. Dash. Including an air dash. Granted, that's all tied to our stamina bar. Oh, the footsteps, yeah. Everything sounds good. The volume leveling in certain spots early on is a little weird, but not the worst. I'm actually not sure why it would come up here. It seems to be a lot fewer invisible walls up here, now that we're on the floating island. Maybe that has a purpose later. Who can say? I think you just have to be a little careful about falling too far of a distance. So the falling to your death seems to be very easy to do. Ah! The Pon tribes, which are just some people They're just people. People who don't like you. They wear masks. They're around. There's in fact a statistic on how many of them you've killed. Or beaten. And honestly, the dash jump is actually pretty good too. Pretty good and pretty cool. Although you do run out of stamina pretty quickly. And like I said, the entire point is to beat the elemental souls. Well, find the elemental souls, which are in their individual temples, and bring them back. By the way, blue. Oh, that is soul of water. Fire. Air and earth. Air being purple is a little weird, but not the worst color combo in the world. I'm honestly surprised they didn't just kick us out and be like, hey, you can't play anymore. Even if it is just wandering around the temple we can't do anything in. Yeah, it definitely feels good, this exploration. This is definitely a pretty interesting game. Definitely worth probably buying. I'm not sure I'll buy it at full price. There's other games I know that I need to buy. Ooh. That are just known quantities. But this one's definitely worth investigating. And maybe pick it up when it's on sale. Or maybe pick it up when you have a spare 25 bucks. I'd say it's definitely worth it. It seems well and competently developed. If the game plays anything like the demo, which is not something you can always guarantee, so take that with a grain of salt. It looks and plays pretty well. I imagine that's... the various platforming bits are probably entrances to the temples. I'd imagine. It's a shame we can't go back to the starting area, because that ran beautifully. But I'm actually surprised at how much exploring you can do. This is definitely beyond my recommended list. Like, if you want to know what a Chinese developer who clearly knows what they're doing, this, I would say, is definitely one of them. Another one would be, if I can ever remember what the name of that one was called. It was Anime Lovecraft. That was an unusual game, let me tell you. That was a hard machine translation. I was like, that is very weird. So, definitely devs with good experience, as you find in every country that makes games. You'll always find people who know what they're doing. How would I get over there from there? Okay, like that! And we're up here! Okay, clearly we can't go that way. Well then, let's see what's over this way. even with nothing guaranteed, like there's probably nothing on these islands because we're at the end of the demo, but the exploration is just good enough to where it's like, I want to see. Floating giant glowing things. Yeah, this is clearly the entrance to one of the temples. Clearly this is an entrance to one of the temples. Which one? Unknown. But definitely looks like a lived-in place. Like, we don't know who built it. No one cares who built it. In fact, the main character was only after this piglet, this flying pig, whose name is Piggy. I guess because we were hungry. We wanted to cook the silly thing. Turns out Piggy is kind of important. He gives us special abilities. Most importantly, the ability to walk on water. Not that there's any water here that we have to worry about, so... Can jump put us places? Maybe. Oh, I can get up here. Piggy. No. Bad Piggy. We did not get where we wanted to go. Bad Piggy. But yeah, I'd say this is definitely worth keeping an eye on. This dev definitely knows what they're doing when it comes to making games in the Unreal Engine. I don't know if any of these items are stock assets at all, but even if they are, they look very good. So at the very least, it's a very good showcase for what you can do in the Unreal Engine. But we'll see you next time. I might have an update for what plans are going to change over the weekend, because I think plans are going to change from the schedule for the weekend. I'll post about it tomorrow, because things have to happen. IRL, that might mean we're not going to get a Soul Frame this week, which is a bit of a disappointment for me. But we'll see.